the 12 apostles. 11 of the 12 died martyrs' deaths for one thing. In a number of segments, I've dealt with that. I would like to relate to you what a friend of mine, his name is Gary Habermas. Dr. Habermas is probably the number one expert in the world, or one of the top two, on the resurrection. He's probably written more on it and more research than anyone else. And I want to read through some of his analysis of the apostles being willing to die for a lie. Dr. Habermas says, the skeptic might object. Followers of other religions and causes have willingly suffered and died for their beliefs. So in other words, saying, what's the big deal about the apostles dying for their beliefs? He goes on to say, even atheists have willingly died for the cause of communism. This does not mean that their beliefs were true or worthy. And then he goes on to say, liars make poor martyrs. And then he said this, extreme acts do not validate the truth of their beliefs, but willingness to die indicates that they regard their beliefs as true. This is how I put that. And it's a phrase I developed, is that the extremity of the act speaks nothing of the truthfulness of the event. You say, what do you mean? Well, this. Just because someone dies for something, because someone is martyred for something, does not mean it's true. Because they gave their life for something does not mean it's true. But it does mean this, that they believed that it was true. Just because you die for something doesn't mean it's true. But it does mean that you believe that it's true. But here's the catch with the apostles. If the resurrection was false, then they had to know it. And therefore you'd have to say they not only died for a lie, but they knew it was a lie. That would go against everything I've ever known of human nature in history. And Dr. Habermas went on to say, contemporary martyrs die for what they believe to be true. The disciples of Jesus died for what they knew to be either true or false. After Jesus' death, the lives of the apostles were transformed to the point that they endured persecution and even martyrdom. Such strength of convictions indicates they were not just claiming that Jesus rose from the dead and appeared to them in order to receive some personal benefit, but they really believed it. Compare this courage to their character at Jesus' arrest and execution. They denied and abandoned him. They hid in fear. Afterwards, they willingly endangered themselves by publicly proclaiming the risen Christ. If I can't trust them on what Jesus said and did, they signed their testimony in blood, I'd have to be a total historic agnostic.